Hello, hello. Hello. Where's the chat? Let's see. Hello, hello. Can't find my chat room on here. It's not my second time going live. Trying to figure out how to do this. I can't even see the chat. Wow. I may have to fix this. Hello, hello. I'm Nikki. Welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing? How many people are in here? How many people are in? If you're in a live chat right now, type hello if you're in a live chat. I see you, but who else is in here? Type in hello if you're here. So you got one person here. I got one person here. It's only my second time going live. Still trying to figure out how to do this. Last time I went live, I had about 8 people in here. But I'm gonna start going live more often. Alfonso Bayo, welcome. Hello, hello, what's up? Anyone holding Open Door? I went live because people are worried about Open Door Technology, but when I make videos, it's 9 people, could be delayed. Okay. When I make videos, I told you that Open Door is up a lot. We're up a lot. So you gotta expect days like this, right? We gotta expect days where, it goes up and then comes down. With a 5-minute chart. See that all day we're going down, right? All day. So this is not unusual at all. Remember, not too long ago, we were up 80%. We were up 80% not too long ago. And now, what are we up? We're only down 1%. We're only down 1%, Open Door. So, kind of a rally right here. Kind of a rally, right? Went to 938 and now we're at 983. Imagine if you're day trading Open Door. You bought the dip at 938 and now it's at 983. You just made some money, right? You just made some money. I'm buying shares. Some people are buying calls for Open Door. And you can make some money from calls. But make sure you buy it after. Make sure you buy a call after it's like done consolidating. Once it's done consolidating, or while it's consolidating, you might want to buy a call. Not after it open up. It's like 80% up. So you have to be careful when you buy calls. Hello, Alfonso. Who else is in here? It says 8 viewers in here, but I only see 2 people talking. I hold both and got leaps. Yeah, that's a good decision as well. But I know some people are buying $11 calls. Asia and Lotus, hello, welcome. Thanks for supporting Asia and Lotus. I see you a lot on my YouTube channel. I see everybody on my YouTube channel. I'm noticing everybody, especially my viewers and subscribers who come back often. They come and say hello and they comment a lot and they put a like on the video. Thanks a lot for the support. But yeah, a lot of people are buying like calls at $10, $50, $11. If you bought a call at $10, $11, it probably make more sense to buy that maybe a little further out, next week or the week after, because we need to consolidate a little bit here. And we've been consolidating sideways for 1, 2, 3. Then we had a nice pump right here, and then we're coming down some based off this pump from September 17th. So if we can, Jose, hi bro, thanks for all your work on Open Door. No problem at all. Thank you so much for the support. Thanks for the support. Yeah, I'm still new to this YouTube Live. I'm going to get used to it though. I'm going to get used to it. I'm going to start using YouTube Live more. Probably started using it a lot more probably next week. But I got on today just to mess with it since Open Door is down a little bit. But it's not really down a lot because we opened up at around 10 and then we came down, but we're still trading in this little area right here between $10 and $9.50 area, but we did come down a little bit in this area to $9.38. Then we came back up again. But like I said before, support for Open Door is going to be the $9.50 and $9.75 area. We don't want to drop below $9.50, but if we do, the next support will be $8.75. What do you think of CFO change? All the changes that they're making right now for Open Door, I think is positive. I think it's very positive. But yeah, when I go live, you can also say any other stock tickers that you want to look at. The stock I've been making money on today was I made a lot of money on PLTR. I made a lot of money on PLTR right now. It's at been pumping all day today. PLTR 183 now. I sold my call kind of early. I sold it at 180, 181, and now it's at 183. I would have made a lot of money if I'd have held on to it, but that's how it goes, right? You're up a lot, and then you want to sell because I made in profit, and you good amount of money, but you want to sell, and that's what happens. It keeps going up. You sell and it goes up more. I'm still in Apple. I'll probably sell soon, maybe, because my call expires today, and I'm waiting for that 245 for Apple. Hello, Gia. I'm holding all my open shares. Thank you so much for making videos to educate us. God bless you, bro. No problem at all. I'm gonna keep on making Open Door videos because I still see Open Door has a lot of room to grow. The housing market is not even back on its feet yet. The housing market is still dragging. But when the housing market gets back on its feet and starts going up again, Open Door is gonna be right there with it. And as long as the CEO and the management knows what they're doing as far as advertising and getting customers, man, Open Door could change a lot. Open Door could change a lot in the housing market scene. It could be huge. Like Carvana, right? But yeah, I'm in Apple still. Probably might sell my shares. I wanted that 245 to hit. Almost at 245. 946. 944. There, 245. Boom, there we go. And there's a pump. There's a pump right there. I might probably go ahead and take a little profit on this Apple shares real quick while I'm on live. 1 second. But yeah, give me 1 second. Anyone have any questions about Open Door or any stock? If you want to put a stock ticker in here, just type it in the chat and I'll look up the stock ticker for you and let you know how's it doing. Any stock is fine with me, or you want to talk about Open Door, that's okay too. I never sold anything yet, just holding, occasionally buying. Yeah, buying the dips, especially in $8 range or low $9 is probably a good idea for Open Door. Buying dips. What's the stock ticker for that? Titan Mining Corp. A good mining technology for gold and silver and platinum is NGD. NGD is I've been making a lot of money on NGD. This stock right here is a very good stock. If you like gold, minerals, mining company, NGD. I've been buying NGD all the way from what was it, $3? I think I've been buying NGD from $3. Just buying calls, far out calls, and I'm making a lot of money on NGD, and it just keeps going up. From $4 all the way to $6.80, and it's probably gonna break $7 at some point. So look at that. Look at those green candles right there, NGD. So that's another good stock to look at. But yeah, PLTR still pumping. Apple, that 245 resistance is right there. Let's check out Open Door. All right, Open Door hit the 975 resistance again, and it's come back down to 967 right now. How many viewers does it say for everybody on here? Mine says 21. I don't know if it's the same for you or not. I'm trying to figure out how to get this thing working again. How to get this YouTube live working. Anyone have any questions about Open Door? Anyone have any questions? But yeah, mine says 21 concurrent viewers, 30 views. Yeah, I'll be making a video a little bit earlier today about Open Door. And yeah, Open Door is still doing fine. But here's a chart. I'm gonna follow along. Here's a chart for Open Door Technology. Holding, hopefully earnings will have some good news. Steven, yeah, exactly. That's gonna be a big catalyst, the earnings for Open Door Technology. $8. I don't see it going down to $8. I really don't see it right now going to $8. The lowest I see at the moment is $8.75 for Open Door. Yeah, if like I said before in the previous video, if Open Door has good earnings, we could probably take it much higher to like, let's see, yeah, like a $15 easily. I'm not sure what the next earnings is, but yeah, $15 is definitely in scope for earnings season. When earnings, happen, I think Open Door can hit the $15 area, and if it's better than expected, maybe break 15 and hit maybe the $20 area. Those are gonna be the two main resistance for Open Door, 15 and 20. Once we have good earnings or some kind of big catalyst for Open Door, it can be 15 and 20. Our current resistance is gonna be $10. So that's how a lot of stocks are. A lot of times it's a $5 interval or $10 interval. So like $5 was a resistance, and now $10 is the resistance for Open Door. And the next huge resistance is going to be $15. As long as everything, Open Door keeps doing what it's doing a good job. So that's why we're struggling at $10. This is to be expected. What's going on right now for Open Door, to be expected. But yeah, 875 is the low support, and 950 to 975 is pretty much the price channel that we're currently trading in. And we got to see if we're going to break it. Are we going to break 975 or are we going to go below 950? That's the question. All right. But yeah. Anyone else have any questions about Open Door or any other stocks? I won't stay on live too long. I'm still getting used to it, trying to figure out how everything works. I might have to watch a video about YouTube Live. I'm not familiar with it at all, like how to do things, manage, webcam, stream, a lot of different tools. I used to go live a lot on TikTok. I used to go live on there every day. For 4 months straight, I was going live on TikTok. And then I kind of switched over to YouTube. I like YouTube better, but I just have to get used to it. What else is everybody holding today? Anyone holding Apple or a PLTR or any other stock? Apple 245.25 now. It just keeps going up. I knew it. I sold Apple calls and what's going on? It's still going up. Always happens, right? I sold Apple at 245.05 and now it's at 245.20. So yeah, it's doing good. I called this early in the morning. Does anyone have Discord here? If you have Discord, click on my profile and my Discord link is there. I call a lot of stocks over there in my Discord. Hello, Maggie. How are you? Welcome. Yeah, if you want to see a stock, just type it in the chat and we'll go over it. If you want to see a stock, no problem at all. I have about maybe 5 or 10 more minutes on here, then I'm going to get off. I might have to watch some videos to learn about YouTube Live because I'm not familiar with it. RR's been doing good. Nice little stock right here. It's been going pretty well. Maybe 2 weeks straight it's been doing good. Yeah, I'm right. 2 weeks straight. 2 green candles. Resistance is going to be at the last high, previous high, 520. You're going to see some resistance at $5 and $5.20 on RR. because it's going to be a struggle right here, because that's where it went to last time on the last pump. But it seemed like it went down after that pump and then reloaded for a long time. Cause these candles are weeklies. So 2025 in January, and it reloaded all the way from January to August, and now it's starting to go up again. Maybe it has some news why it's going up. HCR Wainwright maintains a buy, raises price target at $6. So that's pretty good. Rich Tech price target raised to $6 from $3.50. I don't know specific news, but since the price target is increasing, then it's going to go up some. It probably won't hit that price target right away, but $4.50 to $5 area is very possible for this stock right here. $4.50 to $5 area, and then if it keeps going up, the price target will go up some more, right? You're holding open. Yeah, I think most everybody here is holding open, hoping for the long term, as long as it keeps doing well. Open door. My entry is at 971, and right now the stock near cost. Near cost, I could cut more deep entry or stay. Which one? Yeah, 971 right now. Yeah, so like I said before, for open door, resistance is gonna be at $10. So if you bought near $10, and that's where it's gonna have a struggle at $10. So you may not see profit from if you bought at $9.50, $9.75, you might not see a huge profit at the moment, because people are profit taking from that $10 area. It did go past $10 to the 1025 to 1060, but that was mostly just hype. The 1025 to 1060. The real resistance is going to be at $10 and 995 area. Pretty much what I wrote on here. Let me raise it up to $10 here. Yeah, the real resistance is going to be at $10, and the support is at 950 to 975 for open door. I'm holding. I heard they may do a deal with Nvidia. That would be a huge for them. Yeah, that'd be huge. Yeah, a lot of these stocks are doing deals with big companies: Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple, Broadcom, and that's what pumps it up. There's a lot of stocks out there that has affiliation with Nvidia and other companies. Like APLD is a good stock, right? I think APLD has affiliation with Nvidia, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure, but APLD, I found this stock at $7, and now it's at $20 now, right? I found this stock APLD when it's around $5.50 to $7 area, and it pumped up off some news, and then it came down, right? It shake all the weak hands out, and then it came back up to $20 now. So APLD, it's another one. It was a low price stock, and then it had some deals and negotiations, and now it's at $20 again. So, Tony to OPED. I haven't heard too much about OPED. Any kind of news about OPED recently? It's OPED news right here, but I don't see. So right now, like I said before, Open Door is a main stock for buying houses on the app. And OPED is, a competitor, but I don't see too much news. What are they doing to, increase their price per share? Most all this news right here is just talking about how much it surged, 29.9%. Largest borrow rate increases among liquid names. Is Open Door listing strategy? From Open Door and OPED news. So right now, to me, I think OPED is more so a meme stock at the moment. But if it develops and we see some more news about it, then it could go back up again. But if you want to, for me, I think Open Door is the one you would want to invest in more so than OPED. Apple is still going up. It's ridiculous, right? Apple is going crazy. And the reason why Apple is going up is because numerous reasons, right? One reason is because India may have a deal soon with the United States, and that's going to help out Apple a lot. Apple moved a lot of their manufacturing to India for their phones. That's going to help out Apple a lot, right? And then you have Trump said he's going to visit China early next year. So that's good news as well. And once that news came out about Trump visiting China, it happened around this time right here, around 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock area. And it's just been going up from there. It hasn't looked back. And that's why I held, because, with that news, it's just going to keep going up. And we're calling right now 250 for Apple probably next week. Early on next week, Apple may take a little bit profit Monday, Tuesday. But I do see possibly 250 for Apple next week. I saw 244, 245 for Apple today. And now we're almost at 246. So yeah, it's a strong stock. It's a strong stock. Reason why is because look at the technicals for Apple. The RSI for Apple, it's going up, right? It's going up, and it hasn't broke this line right here yet, the orange line. Once it breaks that, it's even more bullish, Apple, and it can increase even more. But the big one is this, the MACD. I don't know if you can see it or not, but Apple took a nice sell-off right here on the MACD, and now we have a little green bar sticking up, small one, but off this small green bar is going up a lot. So once you see that, the green bars on the MACD get this big right here, a lot of times, profit taking, selling may occur soon. But when it's this small, it means you still got a long way to go up more. So Apple, 250, could be 260, who knows, for Apple in the coming weeks. So yeah, that's why I like Apple a lot. I sold early, only because my contract does end today. But I could have held longer, right? I could have held longer. Coming down a little bit now. Big selling right here at the 246 expected. Oh, let's check out OPENDOOR again. Let's go back to OPENDOOR. So yeah, OPENDOOR just consolidating, not doing too much. Any more stock tickers? Any more stock tickers you want me to look at? What else? What else you want me to see? I did RR. I did OPAD. What else we have here? Just type it in the chat if you want me to look up another stock. Just type it in the chat and we can check out some more stocks for today. I'll get off maybe a few more minutes. I'll see if anybody else want to chime in the chat. What's that? Make super chat goal. Oh, we have a super chat. I didn't even see this. Super chat, okay. Any more questions? Any more questions? Let's see what happens when I hit this. See your goal live. Share with your audience to get them excited. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's see. Type in the ticker. I don't know. I know it was the company, but what's the ticker? Like the three letters. PLTR. I should have just held all my contracts in PLTR and Apple. They're going crazy. Well, I did good. We did good. Did anyone have Discord? Anyone have Discord? Join the Discord so you can get my calls out early. I do a lot of calls before the market opens. So if you have Discord, join the Discord. ARE. We got a little penny stock, huh? ARE, a penny stock. $1.80. Oh, last week, okay. And it came back down under $1. Thanks for joining, Joe. Thanks for joining. 5.5 million warrant exercise 3 days ago. Yeah, I have to read up more on this company. I don't know too much about it. And at the moment, we're in a downtrend, right? for AIRE in a downtrend. Resistance was at 180, 165 area. And the new resistance, when it goes back up again, if it goes back up again, it's going to be like 115, 140, 150. But the first one's going to be at 115 for resistance. And, probably, of course, $1, right? Anytime a stock is under $1, the dollar is going to be the resistance. So $1 to $1.15 area is going to be the resistance for ARRE. But I don't know too much about the company, so I can only give you the price targets for these stocks. To give a long-term goal for a company or a stock, I had to do a lot of research on it. But I can give you price targets for any stock that you write in chat. So, yeah, the first resistance is going to be at $1. As you can see right here, it's struggling at $1. Earlier today it was at 75 cents. It came back up. And the resistance at $1 is still there. Yeah, so $1, 115, then 130 for the resistance for this stock right here. And the support we're looking for on this stock is going to be, right around where you're at right now almost. About 80 to 95 cents is going to be the support for this stock. So much noise in the background. I don't know if I can hear the noise or not, but a lot of noise in the background. Orbs. All right. I'm gonna check OPENDOOR in a little bit. Check OPENDOOR, see how it's doing over there. Oh, this stock right here, or what is it? ORBS. Yeah, up 7%. I had a big day right here yesterday. Went from $11 to $15.96. How much volume does it have though? Let's see how much volume. It's important. Important, right? Volume 2.9 million volume. So it seems like the volume for the stock is back to usual again, back to normal again, because back here, 3 million, 3 million, 2 million, then a big 15 million. So it must have had some kind of news drop on this stock yesterday maybe. And now it's back to normal again. So it looks like it's going to consolidate some. You probably won't see any big moves on this stock or RBS unless it gets some kind of news again, since the volume is low. But the resistance is going to be at around $14 on this stock. $14 resistance. And the support we're looking at about $12.50. Yeah, $12.50 support, $14 resistance. And if you break $14, then the next one is going to be around $14.50. Thank you, Maggie Lowe. Thank you, Maggie Lowe, for the support. Appreciate it. Yep. Check out OPENDOOR one more time. Then let me look at RZLV. Look at RZLV. Check that out. Resolve AI. All right. That's the one you said earlier. First, you look at the volume. Very important. 8 million volume right there. 20 million, 33. So on this one as well, the volume is starting to, lower. Kind of like OPENDOOR, right? OPENDOOR volume is low too today. And RZLV volume is also low. And that's probably why you're down some. Volume is starting to lower. Much lower than the previous last week for RZLV. And the RSI is coming down some, which means people, profit taking a little bit. And the MACD is starting to come down a little bit. So right now it's pretty much consolidating in the price range it was back in September 12th, around the $6 area. So the support for RZLV is going to be around 650. 650 and I would say $6. $6 and 650 is going to be the support, and the resistance is going to be at around 725, 750 area. So that's a nice price channel you want to look at. 650 and then probably 750 the price channel. I'll give you $1 price channel range, 650 and 750. If you break 750, you're probably on your way back up again, right? But if you break 650 on the low end, then you got to find support. It may come down to 650, and it could come down to $6. So $6, 650, and then 750 is going to be your area where, like, back in business again. May hit that $8. $8 if you break 750. Hello, Boris Strong. Welcome, welcome. How many viewers does it say that I have in my channel? It's my second time going live, so I'm trying to get used to this. Hello, Del Hicks. Happy Friday. I'm so happy it's Friday, right? I'm happy it's Friday. Hope everybody still had profits from Open Door. Y'all didn't lose any profits. Or if you lost a little bit, it's okay. But as long as you're up more than you lost, that's the main goal. That's the main goal, right? I say this all the time in my YouTube videos. Stock is going to go up and down. But as long as the stock goes up more than it goes down, and you're good to go. You're good to go. No reason to complain. No reason to worry about it. Let's look at Open Door. Open Door 960. Can anyone in the chat type in how many viewers does it say I have? Can you type how many viewers I have? I just want to make sure it's the same as everybody else. From lagging, I don't know. 30 viewers, okay. 29. Or maybe it's a delay. I don't know if it's a delay on the chat end or my end. I don't know. Mine says 32. And then the chat says 29. I don't know. All right. Yeah, so let's see. Open Door coming down a little bit, right? Coming down. But the support right there is 950. Let's hold that 950. So I'm just going to repeat the supports again for Open Door since we are coming down a little bit. It's going to be 875. It's going to be the lowest end support, 875. The low end. But we want to hold the 925 or 950. 925 and 950 is what you want to hold. And the resistance right now, 975, right? Every time we hit 975, we come back down again. But I'll say it again. There's no reason to worry, to panic, if you're a long holder, because I don't see any negative news for Open Door. So this is just profit taking. And also, as I showed in the videos a lot, I show like the other stocks, housing stocks, and look, ITB is red. We're down $1.67 ITB. That's the housing ETF in a downtrend. So you've been in the downtrend for a while on ITB. See, there's a downtrend for ITB, the housing ETF. So it means housing stocks aren't doing that well right now. Just look at Lennar. Lennar is down $5.20. TTD, got you. Anybody want to see a stock? Type it in the chat. I got you. I'll look it up. But yeah, Lennar is down $5.50, 25 cents. And it gapped down today. It gapped down. I forgot which stock Warren Buffett is in. I think Warren Buffett, right? I think it's Warren Buffett. He bought, I think, Lennar or DR Horton. Or maybe both. I don't know. But yeah, Lennar is down $5.26. DR Horton down $1.52. All in downtrends. So this is expected for Open Door. We haven't even hit a downtrend yet for Open Door. We haven't hit a downtrend yet. We could be hitting a downtrend if we keep going down below $9.25, $9 and 8.75 cents. If we go below $8.75, we could hit somewhat of a downtrend. But as of right now, we're still consolidating. TTD. Let's check out TTD, the trade desk. Hello, Sam. Now you really the GOAT, bro. I'd be looking forward to a video. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate it. I'll make another video today. I'll make one earlier today too. I've been real busy recently, but today I'm good to go on the video. SoFi is a nice stock. I think, how you say your name? Kala Lilies. SoFi is a nice stock, and I'm also in SoFi. I have shares in SoFi. So if that make you feel better, SoFi is a nice stock. A BMNR. I don't have shares in BMNR, but I've been watching it. I've been watching it, and it looks good. It looks good. BMNR. I'm gonna show you some other stocks too, real quick. That I like. It's a low price. Low price. I'll show you in a second. TTD. Look at the weekly. And TTD. What happened to TTD? What happened? What happened here at TTD? Wow. It went from $120 to $42 in 2 months. I haven't been following TTD, but that's nasty right there. And then it did it again right here. It go up and it did it again back at the 40 support range. See, I don't know what's going on TTD, but obviously this stock chart don't look great on a monthly. For TTD to go up, I think it's going to have to have some good news or some good data to bring it back up, because it's not looking good at the moment. But it did happen here in 2022. It went from 114 to about $40 range again, right? And it came back up from 38 to 141. So the question is, can we get some good data or some good news to repeat this right here, right? That's what you want to look for. And the support you want to hold is $39 to $40. You want to hold $39 to $40. So could it be a good play for a recovery? Possibly, but you gotta watch it. Watch the news and data and see if it can repeat what it did in 2023. That'll be a nice profit. Trade desk, BMNR, Bitmine. I think Bitmine. What is it called? Bitmine something. Let me see. I forgot already. BMNR. Bitmine immersion. Exactly. So let's see. 161. Then it came down to reality of the price where it should be at, around this area right here. And it's been consolidating pretty good. Consolidated from 28 to 51, and now consolidating from 39 to 60. So we're consolidating higher and higher for BMNR. So I don't see any problems with BMNR. Yeah, actually reset it right here from 71 to 40. It reset, and it's starting to uptrend again. So I don't see anything wrong with BMNR right now. Where's the resistance? Resistance is going to be at the $70 area. We're at $60 right now. Let's see if we can find short-term resistance real quick, though. Short-term resistance is going to be at the 62, 63 area. Then, for a breakout, we got to break $65. Break $65, looking for a breakout. But 62, 63 is a short-term resistance, and the support, we're looking at around 58, 56, 58, 56 area for support. Yeah, I did RR already, Boris. I checked out RR, Rich Tech Robotics. I checked that out about 15 minutes ago, I think. Look at SoFi. I own shares in SoFi as well, so it's always interesting to look at SoFi. I bought SoFi around $12. I got in at $12. Should have got in earlier, but I did get in at $12 before the pump, so that's good to go, right? It's been pumping like crazy. I mean, this is insane right here. This is the weekly chart for SoFi. And look, almost every single week of SoFi is green. Except for one week, it did bad on July 25th. And then, it consolidated for about 3 weeks. And it's been going up from here. And this week has been real special for SoFi because we had this huge candlestick right here on SoFi. So, and it consolidated a little bit around this area. So next week could actually also be a little bit green, or it could consolidate some, since we did have a huge candlestick right here. But it's looking good. SoFi still looks good. All-time high, right? Yeah, you're right. All-time high. The high before is 28.31. Now it's 29.63. I mean, it's doing well with SoFi. Can't complain. Can't complain so far at all. What's it? HOUR. Hour Loop Incorporated. $3. Let's get the volume. Check out the volume. 101,000 volume here. That's not much to go off of. 101,000 volume. We had 1 million volume not too long ago. 65 million volume day. That's crazy right here. September 8th, 65 million volume. That's insane. He went from 65 million, now you have 100,000 volume. It's wild. But yeah, not too much going on. Just, consolidating. It's not, I can't go off of anything because we don't have no volume. It's hard to say. This stock right here, I'll have to do some DD, right? Some research. What is it talking about? I saw Broadcom. What does this mean? Oh, this is nothing. This is just talk about Broadcom. Nothing in particular. This is just news for other stocks. Trying to find some news about it. What happened last week? It says. What happened last week? Now down negative 32% on hour. Virtual annual meeting. September 4th though. Yeah, I don't see too much going on. Hour Loop skyrockets like a meme like. So it's like a meme stock? Hour or what? It says right here, Hour Loop skyrockets in a meme like high volume move. And now it's the day, it went up. Or that volume. So I don't know too much about the stock right now. For this stock right here, I would have to look at the website and do some deep research on this because I don't know too much about it. Where'd my chat go? My chat is gone. Lost my chat. Man. Shit, that's what I'm talking about right here. So look, I'm new to YouTube Live. I lost my chat. Can't find it. You know what I mean? I'm at 32 viewers, right? I see that. But how do I get my chat? It says, Stock Market Chat Live. Okay. Probably... let's see. Yeah, I'm going to figure this out, right? I'm going to figure this out. Because this is driving me crazy how to... my stats. I need my stats. Yeah, so... I lost my chat and I don't know how to get it back, right? But I'm going to go over Oprah one more time before I head out. All right, let's see. Open door. Where we at? Where are we? Can't find it. Let me type it in. All right, open door. So what? 950, right? So at the 950 support, same thing. Nothing has changed really. So at the open door, 950 support, and let's see. I'm trying to see where the main support for today has been at. It seems like the main support for today has been at around 959, 960. So look. If we close above 960 to 975 for the day, it's going to be a positive kind of close, I would say. Today is a negative 3%, right? But if we close above 960 to 975, I'm happy with that. You got to be happy with that. Time and sales right now, we're hitting 960 at the moment. Kind of an uptrend right here. Right here, see, you can see it right here, a little uptrend. So yeah, 957 again. So it's back and forth, back and forth. Trying to see if I can get my chat back, but there we go. Got it back. Got my chat back. I had to go to youtube.com again, and then I went to go live, and it popped up. I'm trying to see a super chat. Does anybody use a super chat? If so, I appreciate it. If you get a super chat, I appreciate it. It's my first super chat, right? If you have that in your account, haven't got a super chat yet. Trying to hit some goals, right? Trying to hit some goals on YouTube Live as well, not just the stock market. A lot of chat right here I missed. Yeah, I'll get off in a second though, because I need to figure out some few things. Rumps. Is everybody in here subscribed? If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe first. I'm taking charts from all subscribers, right? Go ahead and subscribe, and that'd be great. Subscribe, and if you want to join Discord, join the Discord. I put a lot of charts there as well. Let's see what I missed. Rumps. My portfolio is up 121% for 40 days, just holding open BMNR and a little bit of BITF. Oh yeah, let me go to my other list. I said I was going to show you my list before I go. So I don't know if you can. I don't think you can see it all, but these are some of these stocks I've been holding. I have a few other ones, but these are some stocks I've been holding, and they're low price stocks. So look, I told everybody before, I specialize in stocks under $15. Any stock between $1 and $15, I'm gonna check it out. That's where the money is made. You can make money in Apple, Nvidia, Amazon, Tesla, but you won't get rich off of it unless you're already rich, right? Because how are you gonna buy a lot of shares from Tesla and Amazon if you don't have huge money to put into it? Now, if you buy calls, you can buy calls and you do well for a Tesla. Make some thousands of dollars from Tesla calls, Broadcom. But if you want to buy shares, it's going to be hard. That's why I specialize between $1 and $15. Sometimes $1 and $10, but there's some stocks at $15 that can still go up. So, I raise it to $15, 1 to 15. That's what I specialize in. So look, QSI is a kind of a $1 stock, and I haven't done a lot of research in it yet, but it's been doing well, weekly. And what's going on here, right? What's going on? RSI is moving up. MACD is moving up. Nice green candlestick right here. QSI. Something to pay attention to. And everybody is in here. Everyone who's in here, you're getting a special glimpse of my low dollar portfolio. It's the only time I'm going to do it. I'm not going to do it again, because y'all got a little sneak peek of what I'm watching. EOSE. Called this a while back, right? Up 10% today. This is going crazy, pumping. EOSE. AG, First Majestic, doing well. And another thing what I do is that I find stocks between $1 and $15 that's doing well and also has some kind of a history as also, like AG. AG was at $25 at one point. Now we're at $10. Can it go back up again? EOSE, $9 right now, but once above $20. QSI. I mean, all these stocks. Kohl's I put here today because I heard some crazy news about Kohl's. Had a higher price target for today. I'm like, wow, Kohl's really? And I checked the weekly chart. It's been doing good. Kohl's been flying under the radar. I didn't even know about Kohl's. So if you got in at $5, good job with Kohl's. I didn't know that it was doing this well. And Kohl's was at $50 at one point. Even higher probably. Let's get the monthly. Yeah, about $50 at one point. Will it go to $50 again? I don't know. But this is an insane monthly chart. All these green candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months in a row. Green. Kohl's. Kohl's, people still shopping there, right? Kohl's and TJ Maxx. So that's amazing. But 5 nice green candles on a monthly. ONDS, another one. But doing good, and it has a history, right? Right here, there's a history. doing good. There's a BITF, Bit Farms. I think this is going to do pretty well. It's pretty well. Just time will tell for BITF, right? RCAT, the drone company. I think this is going to do well too. It had a nice pullback, but this trend is there. This trend is there. And these other ones, I'm not too into it that much, except for Open. NGD, Wolf. I used to be in that. GoPro is a speculative stock. They're trying to get into AI, but will it work for them? We don't know. VLN is a semiconductor stock that can maybe go up again, right? Semiconductors always has been doing well. But yeah, OpenDOor is the bread and butter for this list right here. These other stocks are doing well, but I haven't did a lot of research on them like I did OpenDOor. But yeah, ONDS looking good. I bought some shares of ONDS not too long ago. And EOSE, I bought some shares as well. QSI is pretty crazy though. It's $1.50. I don't know what's going on with QSI. But yeah, take a look at the chat real quick, then probably head out. Okay, let's see. You see what's going on in the chat. Gold created. Welcome back. Kylie, what is that? Super chat? Did Kylie send a super chat? I can't tell. I don't know if I'm reading it right. Thanks for all your hard work. I watch your open videos nightly. Hello, Kylie. Thank you for watching the videos. Thank you so much. Oh, Kylie sent a super. Thank you. I appreciate it. My first super chat. I appreciate it a lot. Trying to get some goals. Right in the YouTube world. Look, if I hit the goals in the YouTube world, then I'll make sure everybody here hit goals in the stock market world, because I don't really say how long I've been doing the stock market, but I've been doing the stock market for 15 years now. That's how long I've been in the stock market world. 15 years. I started in 2010. That's how long I've been doing the stock market. Just a little history about me. I started with penny stocks, and then I moved to big stocks. Apple, you name it. And now I do a little bit of both. I started buying shares, then I started doing call options and puts. I tried the option world. And now what I do a mix of everything. I buy shares of stocks that I like and I believe it's going to go higher, between 1 and 15. And I day trade options on the Mag 7. That's pretty much what I do. Is how I make my money. Option trade Mag 7. Or sometimes I do an option on PLTR because it's doing well. A lot of this stuff is news based. On PLTR, it went up because Trump went to UK, and UK is planning on investing $1.5 billion in PLTR. So that's a no-brainer, right? PLTR is going to go up. That's how I made my money from PLTR. Apple, Apple went up today. Reason why I bought Apple today, because look at the daily chart. Apple is a good stock. Big names are in Apple, so it's never going to pretty much go down, right? If some newscaster or analyst say, "Oh, Apple is going down, it's not doing well," just ignore it until you see big investors selling Apple. Apple's not going anywhere. But yeah, the reason why I bought Apple, because we had this downtrend right here, 4 days straight selling. For what? All right, why is it going down? There's no reason. Got to be manipulation, right? And then it had this announcement about the iPhone 17 and news about Trump going to China. News about Trump negotiating with India. That's huge. And that's why I bought Apple today, and that's why Apple went up today. Huge. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna chat now. Then we're gonna head out. I've been on here for a long time, I think now, right? How long have I been on here? Oh, almost an hour. I do 5 more minutes because it says I've been on here for 55 minutes. I'm gonna do 5 more minutes, then we're good to go. All right, but yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot for the super chat, caller. Thanks a lot again. Thanks a lot. Number one. What is your most successful stock? I never got into Nvidia. Almost did. A long time ago. Here's a story. A long time ago, I was going to buy Nvidia or AMD. I couldn't decide which one I wanted to buy, AMD or Nvidia. It's a long time ago. I don't know when it was. It was, I think it was, the price of Nvidia was, I think it was around like $90, I think, or 60, 70 or $90. I don't remember. But I was trying to think, should I buy Nvidia or AMD? I couldn't decide. So guess what happened? I didn't buy anything. I just said, forget it. I didn't buy anything. And I could have made a lot of money from Nvidia. But I told them I didn't buy anything. So what I did was I bought Amazon. And I bought Amazon. It's probably my most successful stock right now, Amazon. I did buy Carvana when it was about $20, but I didn't buy a lot of shares of it. And I also bought Kava. I bought Kava as well, around $40. But, I bought Kava around here, around this area right here, $45, and it went to $172. So I had opportunities to make a lot of money on these stocks I'm naming, Kava, Carvana, but I just didn't buy a lot of shares in it. At that time, it was so low. But Amazon, I did load up on Amazon. I bought Amazon around, let me see when I bought Amazon. Yeah, I bought Amazon around the 110 area, about right this area, right around here. Right around here, 115, 110. And I loaded up on those shares, so that's why that's probably my most successful stock. I'm missing a lot of chat here. But yeah, I got how many more minutes? 3 more minutes, I'm out of here. If you have any questions or you want to see a certain stock, type it in the chat real quick, and I'll see if I can get it before I go. I'll read some of the chat. Like I'm down a lot of chat. Just guys, remember there is cycles. There is real estate cycle. Every average real estate cycle is 10 to 18 years. I can say we are begging, and then we're in the beginning of a new cycle. Just hold. You're right. This is the beginning of a new cycle, and there's been reports about that on the news as well. We're in the beginning. We're just starting. We're almost there. We actually haven't started yet, but we're almost there starting, almost. Because the building permits are sluggish and kind of slow right now. But once it starts picking up, that's when I'll say, yeah, we're definitely just starting the housing market. So OpenDoor is at 950 right now. This is why I keep emphasizing about OpenDoor. OpenDoor is at 950 right now, and we haven't even started the cycle for the boom of people buying houses yet. So once that starts, OpenDoor can go a lot higher as long as management does what it's supposed to do. That's why I always say that all the time in my videos. OpenDoor 8 carry, OpenDoor 82. Yeah, Amazon is a slow moving. Amazon is a slow moving giant. You're exactly right. It is a slow moving giant. It will move slow, and then it'll come down. And then guess what? You take your eyes off Amazon, it already broke its last resistance, and it just keeps going up. A slow moving giant is, exactly right. Holding SoFi from 13 to 18. Exactly. I got in at 12. Yeah, between 1 and 15 is what I focus on now, Avatar. Anything lower than $1, I usually don't mess with. Even $1, sometimes I don't mess with. But if it's a good, promising company like OpenDoor, then I'll mention it. Robinhood, I'm gonna check out Robinhood just for you. But Robinhood, I bought some shares of Robinhood a long time ago, and I didn't hold Robinhood. But I did buy some calls on Robinhood. I made some good money on Robinhood, but I didn't hold my shares. That's the thing. I was in Robinhood around the $65 to $70 area. And yeah, Robinhood keeps going good. Robinhood is going to keep growing, right? It's going to keep growing. And as long as the crypto market keep growing, Robinhood is going to keep growing. And we have a pro crypto administration right now, right? So what's going to happen? Robinhood is just going to keep going up, right? We can't even see the last resistance because it just keeps going up. right? It just keeps going up. I can tell you the support for Robinhood. I would say it's at around 120. Yeah, 120 support. There's a gap right here, but I wouldn't even pay attention. I wouldn't even pay attention to this gap because based off where it came from and where it's at now, it already consolidated a lot in this area. So we don't need to fill this gap anymore. We're done with this gap between 106 and 110. It doesn't matter anymore, this gap. So the support, 120. The next support will be, 115. Resistance, I don't know, sky's the limit, right? Sky's the limit. Because we don't have any resistance here. Short-term resistance is going to be 124, 125. Avatar says, why do you think Open Door will go to 82? I don't see any profit. So Avatar, for Open Door to go 82, we're going to have good earnings. Good earnings. Better than expected earnings. And, the vision of the management and, what is his name? Eric Jackson, I think. Yeah, Eric Jackson. He says 82 based on where he thinks Open Door can go to. If the business model works and the housing industry gets back on its feet, that's where he's getting his $82 from. $100, $200, $500. That's kind of crazy. For that to happen, they would have to do it like a squeeze, like a GameStop AMC kind of squeeze for that $500, stuff like that. But 82, 25, 50, possibly 82. As long as the earnings is good, why not? Yeah, I like Bitfarms. Bitfarms is, we went over that earlier, but Bitfarms is a decent stock. I like it. Any more questions, Kala? Kala Lilies, did I answer your question for Robinhood? If you have any more questions, let me know. Hood joins S&P, yeah. Yeah, that's going to be huge when the Hood joins. I think that's a lot of people waiting for Hood to join S&P. I think that's why it just keeps going up. It just keeps going up. They think, Hood is going to join S&P. It's going to be huge. And people are, buying into that before it even joins. Because it's going to happen eventually, right? Hello, Catherine. Snap? You want Snap? Make sure everybody here is subscribed as well. Just subscribe to the channel. And more people I have subscribed, and the more, gifts I get, thanks to Kala, I'll go live even more. Help everybody out. The more, more gifts, more super chats, the more subscriptions, the more feedback I get, and we'll keep on doing this, right? So let's see. Let's look at the weekly first. Look at the weekly, because Snap has been a crazy stock, right? I looked at Snap a long time ago, and I tried to get into it a while back, but it's just like this consolidation is insane for Snap, right? It's been like $8 support for like how many years? How many years? All the way back since 2022. $8 support has been holding. Then it has its run, and then it'll come back down again. It has its run, then it'll come back down again. It has its run, come back, and hit support at 690. I had to do some research on it. I did see some positive news about Snap a while back, but I had to look into it some more, because it does have some positive increase right here on a weekly, 3 weeks straight in green, and we are having more volume than usual on Snap as well. For this week right here alone, 761 million volume this week alone, and before that, the average is around 100 million, 150 million for Snap. So that 760 million volume is pretty insane for Snap. Pretty insane. Blend Labs. Have you looked at Open? Yeah, we have looked at Open, but I'll check it out one more time. Yeah, Snap has been for years. Years. Always wanted to get into Snap. I'm like, maybe they'll do something with Snap and make it better. If it'll go up, but it just never does. It's kind of crazy. All right, it's been over an hour and 5 minutes now. I look at open one more time, then we're out of here. Yeah, so we broke the support at 950. And, we want to hold at 925 if it keeps going down. 925 is going to be the next support. Intraday support is 938. That's the low. But on the daily, we have support around, let me see. I didn't put a line here, 925. Let me put a line right here anyway. Yeah, 925, $9 and 875. Well, 25-cent intervals, but you would think I'm making it up, right? I'm just saying 25-cent intervals, but it's actually a support there at these intervals. If you look at the chart and the candlesticks, there's support there. So we're down 5%. But remember, on this day, we're up 80%. So you got to remember that. You got to remember where we came from. Remember where we came from, right? We came from 50 cent. We came from 50 cent right here. And now we're at $9.40. So, if you look at that, and then you look at, we went up, came down a little, went up, up. So we pretty much had a huge pump from $1.90 all the way to $10. That is pretty amazing right there. That is pretty amazing. But I will say this before I go. If Open does have a downtrend, like a strong downtrend, like people start selling, people are profit taking, the true support would probably be in this green candlestick right here. And that green candlestick, that support is at $8. But I don't think it's going to come down there. I don't see it going down to $8. But if it does, that's going to be the true support where I probably would load up a lot in the $8 area. $8 to $8.25, $8.50 like that. But right now we're holding, the $9 pretty well. So let's continue to hold it, hopefully. Let's see. Ignacio, hello. 640. We're 640. I don't think it's going to go down to 640. It's a little gap there, yeah. But as I said, it's Robinhood. If you consolidate enough in a certain range, you don't really have to go back to the gap. Now, if we were here, all right, and we came up, and then you see a lot of selling, yeah, we may hit the gap, back to 640 again or $7. But the longer we consolidate in this area, we don't pretty much have to fill that gap. As long as we consolidate in this area, between $7.50 and $8, that's pretty much. I don't see it's going down to $6. I believe it's a good company because it's supported by Chamath, who also helped start SoFi. Yeah, SoFi is nice. Hello, Susan. Welcome to the channel. Do you think SoFi, IBKR, Bull, GEMI will run with Hood? Well, I haven't done a lot of research on those stocks, all those stocks on Kala, but out of those stocks that you name, SoFi I like. I have done research on it, and I do have shares in SoFi. Webull is kind of funny because you would think that Webull would go up by now. No, because Robinhood is going up, right? Why not Webull? But it hasn't. So it's kind of funny about that. But I do like Webull though. I do like Webull. I use the platform, right? Webull. But out of those stocks, I like SoFi, I like Bull, I like EMI, and Hood is good. Hood is really good. And IBKR, I don't know too much about it. But I think it's Interactive Broker stock, I think it's Interactive Broker. I kind of memorize most of these tickers in my head, but I think it's Interactive Broker. But yeah, those stocks are good. Pretty good. Okay, yeah, I'm right. Okay. Yeah, Most of these tickers I got just memorized in my head. To see 4 letters, I'm like, oh, there it is. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining. Subscribe, everybody. Subscribe. Thank you again, Kala. I appreciate it for a super chat. Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. But I'm going to end this stream. Been on here for an hour. I was only going to stay for maybe 15 minutes, and I end up being on here for an hour. So I will put out a video about Open Door later today, and soon I will start making videos about other stocks as well, between $1 and $15 that I like, and maybe some other stocks as well. We'll see. And then after that, I want to make some educational videos. Like if you want to learn how to do the stock market, I want to make some videos about that, teaching people how to do the stock market. But if you don't have time to learn from the stock market, follow my videos and I'll try to find some good stocks you can buy early, right? That's the name of the game. Get in early. Get in early. You know, if you get in early with the big names, with the big money, you'll make money with them. The institutional buyers, that's when you want to get in. Get in before the retail gets in. That's the name of the game. All right, everybody. Take care. How about I'll check that out next time, Susan. BBAI. I'll check it out next time. Take care, everybody.